I want this. Okay. And then I've got to make sure I press the thing to change the scene, otherwise it'll be a radio cast. Okay, that should work now. Okay. In the bottom right of Lightshade, representing the Drunken Outlaws, the pink Protoss player, it is Daniello. And in the top left, representing Platinum Heroes, the blue Terran player, Xylophone. And before I continue, maybe I should check. I will check. Okay, I've done it right. Nothing wrong. It's going well so far. So Daniello is going to go for a Reaper Wall, this first pylon. No Reaper Wall here, which I guess makes sense because you can't do a Reaper Wall without showing your tech off, so you don't really want to do it. Makes a lot of sense. Now, Barracks coming down, so it's going to be Barracks first, Reaper expand. Nothing too special. I guess it could be a Marine, but either way, it's not that different. Probe's going to come in, Scouts. That was a Gateway Scout, I believe. So, yeah. Not going to be any shenanigans this game, so far at least. He could easily put down a second gas. But if he was going to, I think he would have done so by now. And there would be a proxy pylon around here if he was going to, proxy gate. And yeah, just popping in. Oh, I hate this, where you move command or attack command the SCV onto the probe, but then it just doesn't register where the probe is, so it kind of walks right past it. Right, SCV going to come out. That's somewhat late. That's, I think, an 18 rally, actually, which is very late. At that point, you might as well rally from the barracks, but to each their own. He's going to come in, see this Nexus, feel pretty confident that he's not getting cheesed, and then probably just go home. Yeah, he's going to pop in the main too. Which means he's not going to be able to do the thing where you send this SCV back to build the bunker here. And we're going to be Marine, okay. That just eliminates 3 racks as a possibility, basically. Which he already probably wasn't going to do because of the supply depot timing. You wouldn't build that until after your barracks, and yeah, there's the factory. So it's probably going to be a mine drop. What about numpad multiply? Oh, yeah, shut up. That's what I use to change sound, it's convenient. Here the Reaper comes in. Not going to find much because he's gone Cybercore first. Stalker's on the top. That's an interesting choice, actually. Stalker first. Usually it would be Adept. I wonder why. He's going Sentry. I don't think that's got much to do with it. But I would have thought if you were going to go Sentry, you would want to go Adept first so that the gas cost is lessened. But either way, he's gotten the Twilight Council quite quickly, so it won't delay too much. Because his blink is going to be maybe a few seconds late. Because of that. Yeah, there you go. So it's not too big of a deal. I'm guessing it's going to be the Robo that's delayed in that case, which can be problematic, but probably not too bad. No. Sentry's not going to be too much of a deterrent for the Reaper. He'll come in, but if he scouts the Twilight Council, it's going to die for it. So yeah, right there. He sees the Twilight, but now it's going to die. So, useful information, but at the same time, you don't get to scout the third base timing, you don't get to see how many gates they're building. That's going to be information that he gets with his mine drop. But you see the starport's only just finishing, so that's going to be quite a big information gap where Daniello could be doing anything. But I think the existence of this sentry makes him confident that it's not going to be DTs, so he can be quite safe in that regard. Yeah, there's the robot. Very, very quick third base. Like, that's abnormally quick, I'm fairly certain. Usually you'll take it a lot later than that. Anyway, Phoenix is going to come in, going to see nothing special. He will see the slightly earlier tech lab on the factory, but again, that's not really relevant. Ooh, this Liberator is, though. He won't see that, but he will kind of know that the barracks is building something. Sorry, the starport's building something, not a tech lab. Now, this could be a euthermal build, the triple prong. But if you were going to do that, you'd build the siege tank before the Liberator. Because you want to have 2 siege tanks when you move out, not just the 1. So Mindrop's going to come in, see the third base. This is a bit of an awkward angle. I don't really like this. We'll see if Daniello spots it as it comes in. think the probe will see it. Yeah. Okay, how's the reaction? He didn't spot it, but he does have units in position and an immortal about to pop out. How's his reaction speed? Oh, it's not good. It's really bad. Ooh, just in time. And now 6. It's still a good number. Blink's finished. Not going to be able to use it to chase down that medevac. So that was very good for Xylophone. He got some decent scouting information. He sees the robo, he sees the gateway. Doesn't see any more gateways, but there's only one more to see. And a robo bay. This is why I prefer to go for the main with the mine drops for the most part, because you see this important stuff a little bit sooner. But this Liberator's going to spot it anyway as it comes in, so it shouldn't be an issue. And now he can bounce between the third and the natural. So that's very useful for him. Server's going to cross. It's going to see this army crossing the map. And I think... okay, maybe not, because he's making this Raven, but I would have thought that he would rally more units across. But yeah, this can be really awkward for Daniello to defend. And this is that U-thermal build. It's just slightly delayed because he built the Liberator a little bit sooner. Now the multi-pro is going to be slightly disjointed because Liberator comes in. We'll see if Daniello has the wherewithal to move his Stalker. He does, but not soon enough. Now the Marines are going to come in here. Where's that medevac? Still in airspace. He builds the bunkers. That'll be very difficult to dislodge if Daniello does not clean them out before they finish. Now he goes in. Where's that mine drop? It's still not doing anything. Liberator not getting any more damage done because the probe's been pulled, but there's still 9 mining. That mine drop's still not doing anything though. And now the shield battery is not overcharged. It's lost its power. There's really nothing that Daniello can do to hold this location. And the mine drop does go in. It didn't actually get any kills, but actually no, it did get it. No, it didn't get any kills. I think it hit this probe that was going into the gas, so it didn't get any value. That's unfortunate, but still, he's taking out the third base while taking his own third base behind this. Stalker comes in. That might just get killed by these siege tanks in the back. It looks like not. But even still, Liberator now coming in, dealing more damage in the main. Oh, he's got to be so careful with these probes. Those could stack up horrendously, but I think he's going to kill the mines just in time. Yeah, that's good for him. And yeah, now his third base is completely forfeit. He might try and go back home. I think if he picks up these siege tanks and the medevac, that'll be good, because you never know what can happen. Liberator is still at large. It's killed 10 workers at this point. No, 9 workers and... Oh, no, be careful. Okay, good. He's blinked right past. That could have been really dicey for him. So in all, it's going to be 16 workers dead for a Liberator, 2 mines, 6 Marines, and a couple of bunkers. I think that's a big win for Xylophone, especially because Daniel's only now starting his third base at 7 minutes 20, while Xylo's third base has just landed. He's going to start saturating it very, very soon. His worker production was not fantastic behind that, though. He's missing a 4th gas. He's missing quite a few workers. Building these bunkers is probably a good call, because I think he knows his macro was not great behind that. He needs to stall. He needs to kind of buy time, because... Well, I would have said when these 3 Colossus are out, but there's only 1. Daniello kind of paused all production, I guess because his mining was so damaged. Because he couldn't mine off his third base, he couldn't mine off his main. All he had was his natural, and that was getting harassed by Widow mines. So, I don't know if we've got game heart, but if I do that... Yeah, see how big the income advantage was a few minutes ago. And, you know, Xylo wasn't mining that much himself. Denny's income was practically 0 during that point. And only now is it normalizing somewhat. But as that might have done something, I gotta check. But as Xylophone takes his third base, okay, it's fine, then that just gets worse and worse. Now, drop comes in, gets a little bit of damage, but for the most part, not really that big of a deal. Colossus cleans it up very easily. Thermal Lance is still quite a long way from finishing. Xylophone's got all the time in the world, really, to build up a good defensive position, and good defensive position he is building up. Depots, bunkers. Would have liked to maybe see like an eBay in here. Oh, he's actually salvaging the bunkers. He feels a lot more comfortable. Oh, I think because he's scanned the third base and seen it all saturated. That makes a lot of sense. And now he's going to move out with how many is that? That's 7 siege tanks against 4 zealots. This game is over. Like, or it would have to be such a big micro mistake on Xylophone's part to not win this game with this next engagement. He's got a Raven he can disable, and he can anti-armor missile. If he can actually snipe this Raven though, that could be a big deal. He does get off 2 interference range mixes. Now he can chase this army down, and there's nothing really that Daniello can do to deny this really good position between the third and the natural. There's something in the main or the natural, I can't see it, but probes are dying somewhere. Oh, it's actually in the third base. There's a Marine in the back, and yeah, GG is called. Daniello knows he can't fight that. And there we go. Very, very clean well-executed build by Xylophone to deal maximum damage. And what does Magnath want from me? Oh, it's not Magnath. Ahoy. Oh. That's not right. It's this. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Oh, I'm good at this. I'm professional. Ooh, I should put music on, shouldn't I? Oh well. Magnath will get to see my numpad divide next, I guess. And here we go. We are on 2,000 atmospheres. Currently one map down. It is the pink Protoss player representing the Drunken Outlaws. It is Daniello. Hoping to pull it back and win game 2. And in the top right, up one game currently, looking to close the series out with a quick 2-0. It is the blue Terran player representing Platinum Heroes, Xylophone. And what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to do something. Oh, yes. There. Perfect. And he's actually going to go for some form of Reaper Wall here. This is questionable. Does he know about this? He must know about this Reaper jump up point here. But the fact that he's walling off here makes me think maybe he doesn't. Because he could easily do the same thing he did last game and kind of wall off here. And well, it's going to be a lot easier, I think, now for Xylo to scout the tech, and that's a big deal in TVP. There's Terran scouting the Protoss tech. But apart from that, no difference. Probe's going to come up, have a little look around, probably get chased, and then maybe block the CC for a little bit. And that is an 18 rally. Interesting. I go a little bit sooner than that, but personal preference, I guess. It doesn't matter that much, though obviously this arrives after the CC will start. So if you see something, like proxy void ray or something like that, you can't really respond to it without having to hold your low ground CC. Now, this is good blocking. It's going to delay the CC just a little bit, but not by too much. About 20 minerals over 400 there. SCV's going to come in, see the Nexus, and no, he's completely safe. Who doesn't cast with music? I hear loads of people do it. I mean in-game music, not like out-of-game music. Right, probe coming back. I'm just doing play-by-play at this point because literally nothing's happening. Look, there's a Marine. That's so unexpected. Who makes a Marine after the Reaper? Unheard of. And now the Reaper's going to come up, but it's going to get denied by the Adept. Oh my god. Oh, okay, that was a bit silly, but yeah. Does he know about this? He must know about this. Where's his tech? He's not building tech yet. He's gone his tech a little bit later than last game. But it is going to be a Twilight. I think he forgot to build that a little bit sooner. He had the gas for it. I'm kind of concerned that Xylo's not going into the main, because he totally could. Now there's a jump up point here. He's even building a Hellion when he wants to make a Widow Mine because he doesn't jump in the there's a jump up point right here, but he still goes in the natural as if that's going to help. And now he's going to get forced away. But this jump up point is so great. You run off in that direction to go down there. Bamboozled. Bunker complete. Going to be units in it. And ooh, it's actually just going to be straight siege tank after Hellion. That's interesting. Okay, now he finally realizes he's going to go up. He's actually going to see this not researching anything in Twilight here, which okay, now it's going to research Blink. So that could be actually quite bad for Xylophone if he thinks it's DTs because he's seen no research on the Twilight Council. But to be honest, it's easy enough to not tell if it's researching or not, because literally the only difference is this little kind of up thing, the lights going up, is a little bit faster. That's all you get. Whereas with a tech lab, it's not researching, but it goes green. It literally goes green. You can't miss it. With that, oh, a little bit faster with the lights, which is very hard to tell, especially when they're chronoing. Okay, actually it's going to be a chroned out warp prism, which is interesting. Oh, it's 4-gate blink. I completely missed this. This could be quite dicey actually for xylophone, because he's actually not gone for a fast siege tank, he's gone for a very fast Raven. Which, you know, fast Raven's nice and all, but fast siege tank is probably a little bit better when you're getting 4-gate blinked. The only saving grace is that Daniello did get his Twilight quite late, so his blink's going to be later, so the attack in general is going to be late. If he's going to lift this off though, so he's only going to have the 1 siege tank. Right? No, he's actually going to make a second siege tank. That's big. Having a second siege tank here is going. Oh, okay. Gotta be careful with that Raven. You get sniped at any moment by these stalkers. And yeah, now it's hard to really say where he's going to get damage done. I guess he's going to blink on top of this bunker. Actually, he can totally do that. He's going to blink on top of the siege tank, kill it. Yeah. Now the siege tank is dead. This is the issue with this, but always going to get the Raven as well. That sucks. Ooh, not quite. That's good. But this is the problem with 4-gate blink. You need to get enough siege tanks, which is usually 3, to stop them being able to snowball and just continuously snipe tanks. So it just takes a little bit of finessing to hold on long enough. He's going to repair that Raven. That's 1 shot from death. Now the stalkers go in the natural because there's nothing to stop them. Oh, that's a good snipe. It's not a huge deal because the warp system can spot to blink into the main, but it's better than nothing. And now the blink away here is going to be quite awkward. He's just going to go for worker kills though. This is interesting. If you're killing workers, you're not killing army. And if you kill a bunch of army, then Terran can't count. Always going to get the Raven. That sucks. That takes a lot of the counterattacking potential away. But obviously, once Stim finishes, once +1 finishes, there's still a lot of potential for Xylophone to counterattack after this is cleaned up, which is going to be. He spots the 3rd base coming down, and honestly, if he, well, the Prism still being alive does make it a little bit awkward, but I think once Stim and Shields finishes in +1, he could definitely cross the map and do a lot of damage with these medevacs, maybe a 3rd siege tank. Where's that Prism? Here it is. Yeah. This is just an annoyance delaying tactic. He needs to get this Robo Beta finish so he can get Colossi out before Xylo comes across the map, but it's going to be difficult to buy that much time. This is really the biggest issue with 4-gate blink, is you're so... And well, still Xylos has a lot more. He needs to do a little bit more damage, and he definitely could. Charge is still quite a ways from finishing, so that's 10 seconds. He can take a great fight against these zealots if he gets to a good spot. Maybe killing these gateways would be a good idea, maybe not. Yeah, killing the pylon is definitely the best idea, because then he can still use the choke point. But now the Colossus out, charge is done. I think this might be a cleanup. Good start to step micro back. And yet, the Zealots are all dead. Stalkers are not a very good tanking force, and now he's going to push through. Colossus is dead, and I think daniello is dead. GG is full. Easy. It's easy for Xylophone, to be honest. Just completely crushes through. And yeah, very, very well played by Xylophone. Which means that if we look over here, Xylophone is going to go up with a 4-3 score against daniello's 3-4 score. Going to go through to the round of 12 and play against someone who comes forward from the knockout bracket. Can I see? No, I can't, because it's fine. Well, that's that. Thank you for watching. Well played to Xylophone. And I shall see you again at 5 o'clock when England are going to beat Germany 5-1.